Alright, hello, welcome back. Now we have something quite different to talk about today, as a reliable leaker on Twitter has just informed us that a Shadow the Hedgehog spin-off might be happening. Now this comes from a leaker called Daniel RPK. I'm sure if you're into Marvel or DC, you've probably heard of this guy before. And he took to his Twitter to post some Sonic news with a Patreon paywall. Now since I'm currently demonetized, I don't feel like spending money on a Patreon to get you exactly what this guy said, and I don't want to go hunting around trying to find Patreon leaks. But the Patreon post is titled Shadow, so it's very obvious without even having to get it that he's talking about Sonic news. Shadow, this guy talks about films, something to do with Shadow the Hedgehog. The way I and quite a few others have found out about this is from a tweet by The Hollywood Handle, who say a Sonic movie spin-off focused on Shadow is reportedly being planned at Paramount, with Daniel RPK as their source. Now there's quite a few things we still don't know about this, and before you get hyped for it, this is being planned at Paramount, reportedly being planned. It's not confirmed to be happening, they're just planning it out. In my opinion, they're probably planning it out just to see, should we do this? Should we make a Shadow spin-off? But there's still a few questions left unanswered, like, is it a TV show or is it a film, like a little short film? In my opinion, I think a TV show, but a little short film thing would be kind of cool to see. Like how Disney occasionally make little short films to play before their films actually play in a cinema. If they did something like that with Shadow, that'd be quite cool. But my guess is, because it's called spin-off, it's probably going to be a TV show, let's be honest. And also, is it coming out before or after Sonic the Hedgehog 3? Again, in my own opinion, I feel like it'll be coming out after Sonic the Hedgehog 3, because there's already enough hype for Sonic Movie 3, and all they've done is post Shadow the Hedgehog stand-in. So I don't think they need a Shadow spin-off to build up hype more, because people are already hyped for this thing. And I imagine if it did happen, it'd probably be something like the Knuckles TV show, where it takes place after the film. Shadow's a good guy now, and he just goes out and does stuff. I'd like to compare it to the Knuckles show, but you know, we still haven't seen it yet. Like, we are seriously getting talks of a Shadow the Hedgehog spin-off before we've even seen a screenshot of the Knuckles TV show. And there's another thing unanswered. Does this take place during Sonic the Hedgehog 3, before Sonic the Hedgehog 3, or after Sonic the Hedgehog 3? Because whilst the release date is safe to say, if it's a spin-off, it could be about Shadow's life before he got kind of put in that cage by Dr. Gerald Robotnik, because that's who they're hinting at with that little chamber thing. Come on, that's who they're hinting at. In my opinion, I'd love to see something similar to the Project Shadow short fan film. That was absolutely insane. It was so good, and if they did something similar to that, that'd be so cool to see. So we're just gonna have to wait and see if this actually comes to fruition, and we actually are going to get a Shadow the Hedgehog spin-off. Me personally, as you know, Shadow the Hedgehog's #1 fanboy. That would be perfectly fine by me. But let me know, what would you want from a Shadow the Hedgehog spin-off show? Let me know in the comments down below. I think this is more likely to happen if the Knuckles show performs well, as well as Sonic the Hedgehog 3, but let's be real, they're going to perform well. Sonic has had one of the biggest comebacks, like, ever. It's actually cool to like Sonic again. Like, it's actually socially acceptable to say I'm a Sonic fan and not get abused. Kind of. But yeah, thank you for watching. Like, subscribe on the best Sonic movie news source channel there is. Proven Fab, by the way, obviously. And I'll see you in a bit. Goodbye.